Days Later, 2002. So, Denise, you're going to have to remind me.
That.
Yeah.
I thought Magic was next.
Oh. 28.
Rotation.
Do what?
But you're throwing off the rotation.
You know what? I'm going to just anyways, continue. Denise, you're up. Let that little thing over there hush.
Okay. 28 Days Later. I really like that movie. I give it 4.5 screams. I like the premise of it, that it was a rage virus from a infected chimp that starts spreading it. That was interesting. And there's and they're not your typical zombies, wow, but they look like them. You know, I thought that was well done as far as that went. Chris, you're a butthead. Anyway, you know. So, yeah, I thought I liked it when we woke up and ta-da, it's almost, you know, premise of The Walking Dead again. You wake up and you got a zombie apocalypse going on. But it was an excellent movie, I thought, the way it was done. So I give it 4.5 screams.
Oh my gosh, why didn't you give it 5?
Because I thought it was a little out there, a little bit. It's in my top 10, but it's towards the bottom. There's other ones that I like a little better, so.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. But, okay, so you give it 4.5 screams.
Yes.
All right. Miss Nikki, you said you've seen this one?
Yes.
Oh, Miss Addie Butt over there. All right. All right, I'm sorry. What did you think of it?
I gave it 4.5 too. The reason I gave it 4.5 is because I liked 28 weeks later better. But I'm with Denise. I think it's cool how they started off with the chimp. And the dude waking up from a coma. And London being deserted is cool because there's a lot of people in London. I could think of a lot of fun stuff to do in London. There's no people around.
Very true. Very true.
I agree. I mean, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So you.
If I could go see Big Ben with no people, I'd be on it. And then I would go sleep in the Queen's bed.
There you go. That's what I was going to say. Can hole up in there forever. Sure they got enough food. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh my God. Excuse me. Yeah, I could actually see you doing that. That's the funny part of it. To me, okay, this is probably going to sound horrible, but I gave it 3 screams. For one, I know I've seen it. I just don't remember a lot of it. I remember the zombies, you know, the makeup was good and the story was okay, but it must have not put that much effect on me if I don't remember seeing it. You know I've seen it because my husband and I had seen it once, and it just, I don't know, it just really wasn't my kind of zombie movie. And I'm really picky on my zombie movies, very picky. And it just, I don't know, it just isn't, I guess it just wasn't, you know, like roll your socks up and down type of thing movie, if you get what I mean.
Exactly. I agree.
I mean, because, you know, with all the other movies that we've seen, you know, if I remember it, then it means it left some kind of effect on me that I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
I like the premise. Like I said, I like the premise of it. How they, you know, the virus started and everything. That was good. But yeah, I kind of agree with you there.
And that's how I feel with a lot of movies, not just zombie movies and stuff like that. Yeah, I've seen, so many horror movies. If it didn't leave a good impact on me, I'm not going to remember it. So therefore, it wasn't that good. I mean, I gave it 10 stars because, I like the makeup and I look at things like that. I critique that bad, and my husband makes fun of me on that. But, that's just me. So that's why I gave it 3 screams. I mean,
Fair enough.
I didn't think it was that bad. So, okay, here we go. And I know Nikki hasn't seen this one. So this will be you and me, Denise.
Okay.
Maggie.
Oh, I gave that one, let me see here. I gave that 4.5 also.
Okay.
That was such a good movie. When they first came out with it, Arnold, I was like, Arnold? Is that what? But I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I watched it, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the perspective of it and how he changed his view. So I'm not going to say a whole lot since she hasn't seen it, but I really like the whole story behind it. And Arnold did really well. I thought he did really, really well in that movie.
It was a different role for him.
Yeah, definitely. I almost didn't because I was like, Arnold Schwarzenegger in a zombie movie. That just didn't go together. But like I said, I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I watched it, and I loved it.
I highly recommend you see it too, Nikki.
All right.
You better get out
All
to
right.
you better get out to your notebook and pen.
Girl.
I know, right? I also agree with you. I give it 4.5 screams. Now, I love the story. And just like you, Arnold Schwarzenegger in a zombie movie? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, okay, let's just see how it goes. The story was different. That's why I gave it a half a scream. Because it was a different story, not the story that we're used to, and I don't know how I felt about it. There really wasn't that much makeup specials to it. There was, but there wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
And the story reminded me of how right now how civilization would be in an apocalypse. That's what I liked about that too. But in a way, the story was kind of dull. There wasn't a lot of action like I would have liked to see. But it was still a good movie.
Yeah. It was one of those you just have to watch it and, form your opinion from that. But you have to see it. You can't say, oh, that's not good. You have to see the movie to get it, I guess. I agree. Yeah, no, there wasn't a lot of action. But there was some parts that were really good. I liked how he changed his mind about it.
Yes.
Because at first he was like, it's got to, whatever. I don't want to say too much because Nikki hasn't seen it, so.
I mean, because it's like you had to change your way of living to survive, basically.
Well, he changed his whole mind about them turning, so to speak, too.
Right, but before he did that, it was basically you had to live by all these rules and stuff like that. So that's why I found it intriguing.
Yeah, exactly. It was a well-written movie, I thought.
Oh yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly. It was very well written. I just wish it had more action.
And we're used to that, the zombies running around and everybody killing them. That's just what we like.
But you're exactly correct, though. And it goes back to Night of the Living Dead because there was a lot of action even in the original. And you got to think, that was in black and white. That had more action than this movie. And this came out in 2015.
Right, exactly.
So you're thinking, oh, okay, more action-packed. Hey, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, more action-packed. Nope, you got the complete opposite. So.
Yeah, that's the different than what we're used to. That's exactly why I gave it 4.5 also. So.
Right. Okay, the next one, Nikki, I don't know if you've seen this one, Land of the Dead, 2005. Oh, geez.
Land of the Dead?
Yeah, Land of the Dead.
Okay, that is an awesome movie. Have you seen it, Brooke?
Yes, I have. I had to look at the trailer real quick because I'm like, I know I've seen this. I don't remember it, so I had to look at the trailer. Yeah. So.
Okay, for whoever that is, Dennis Hopper's in it. Simon John Savini's in it. I mean, come on. I can't pronounce his name, so if I butcher it, let me know. John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, the cast is there. And Dennis Hopper, of course, plays, the ever-known Psycho. So, he was good, and I enjoyed that movie. I really did. When the zombies kind of evolved, they started adapting and learning, So that I liked that movie. I gave it a 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah, I gave it a 3.5. It could have been a little better, but it's a nice, entertaining movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna think I'm nuts.
You are nuts. There's no thinking about it.
Okay, yeah. You're right. I am. I'm nuts because are you ready, Denise?
What?
Are you ready?
Yep.
4. I give it 4 screams. I like John Leguizamo. I love him. He's funny, and he was funny in this movie, Land of the Dead. And the only reason why I didn't give it the full, because you really didn't get much of a story behind it. You kind of did, but you kind of didn't. It was kind of way out there. But my favorite thing, though, is how, like you said, the zombies evolved. That was awesome.
It was. When they started to go to, into the water and cross. I thought that was really good. Yeah, I agree with the storyline part, too. I do, yeah. All it was like a bunch of mercenaries, really.
Exactly.
But I enjoyed it, yeah. I liked it.
Oh, yeah, it was good. I liked all of, the gadgets that they had, all that stuff. And once again, excuse me, I'm about the special effects. And the special effects was really good, too. I liked how, like I said, the zombies evolved. They started, guns. What do these do? Let's find out.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I do have to admit that was really, really good. And what did they call the fireworks? Something flowers, if I remember correctly, night flowers or something like that. To kind of distract the zombies. But yeah, and it was a pretty good movie, because isn't it like supposed to be? Oh my goodness, if I remember correctly, isn't it kind of like supposed to be like a spin-off of Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Well, the screenplay, director and screenplay again was by Romero, so there you go.
Yeah, you're right.
There were 3 of them, and I think all 3, as a matter of fact, that he did do. I'm not mistaken.
I've only seen the first 2. I didn't know there was a third one. I didn't know about it.
Well, he was involved with the other one, but yeah, of course, Romero directed it, so there you go. Yeah.
Oh, right. It says it all right there.
Yep.
But yeah, 4.5 stars, or yeah, that's what I said, right? I typed it in there. 4.5 stars.
Yeah. Good.
All right. And the last and final movie, and I'm pretty sure, Denise, you're all on your own on this one.
Oh.
I know.
Day of the Dead?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, you haven't seen Bug? Really?
Okay, now you're starting to sound like Nikki.
Okay, you get introduced to Bob. Bob is, I'm surprised you haven't seen anything with him in it. He is, he's awesome. He's an awesome zombie. I only gave it, again, Day of the Dead, that was, it was 1985 one, not the newer one. Romero, again, was involved in that. But what I thought was interesting in this one Okay.